come back to this particular scenario, but before then, let's pay attention to what led to Amaka and Phyna's fallout or something. But before then, you're welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sylvia, and you're welcome to my Vile, Sylvia's Vile. So Ebuka then played video of Phyna and Amaka based on her and Groovy situation stuff. So after playing the video, Ebuka now asked Amaka, like, what do you have to say about your issue with Phyna as regards to Groovy? What actually happened? What made them fall out? So listen, guys. Ebuka now turned to Phyna to ask her, did Amaka tell you to help her talk to Groovy that she liked her? Like, what happened? What went on and all of that? So listen to what Phyna has to say, guys. So Ebuka now asked Groovy if Phyna actually told her about Amaka liking him. Groovy was like, well, she said it in a very joking way because he didn't really take it serious. It wasn't that serious conversation about what Amaka said. So Ebuka now asked Phyna, so after you had that conversation with Groovy, did you go back to Amaka and then tell her how far, what happened after the conversation? She was not like she fell out with Amaka. So Ebuka now asked, okay, hold on, Amaka, did she come back to you to tell you about how the conversation went down? Amaka was like, no, that she didn't do that. So Ebuka was like, okay, so Phyna, so why didn't you go back to her to tell her what, or the conversation you had with Groovy? So Phyna was like, at that time, you know, this thing didn't happen just one day, that they fell out. Listen, guys.
I'd like to know what
she literally knows why she was angry, and then she later came to her for them to have conversation because of that issue, so that people will not think that she's an angry person and all of that. So if can I ask Phyna a question, pay attention to this question, guys. G's plenty. Before we quickly dive into Groovy and Phyna situation, which is the next chapter, let me just say something. So when Ebuka asked her, do you feel like you owe her an apology? She was like, yeah, Amaka, if you feel that I offended you, I'm sorry. To be honest, I don't feel that this is not unreserved. Like, if you feel like you're owing somebody apology, make it real so that two of you can continue. You can even look at Amaka's countenance when she said that, like, this thing is not coming from your heart. I feel that she's still angry. Phyna is still angry, but I feel like there is need for you to have a conversation and apologize and move on, and that shows maturity. I will still keep saying this thing about doing own up and then apologized in a very good way, that you know that truly this thing is coming from the heart. Like, I feel like there is betrayal there, and looking at what Phyna is saying, she didn't really have any tangible reason of why she did that. You get, except there is cut and join that we don't know. But to me, if this is exactly what happened, she really needs to apologize to Amaka in a very good way, not in this manner, and just ended it like that. The beef is still going to be there, honest. So moving over to Groovy's situation, Ebuka played their video of when they were all locked up in the house. After playing it, then question began to fly. You trust Ebuka. Pay attention, guys. Don't go yet. Why she answered this question was because Ebuka asked her, based on her and Beauty situation, there is another betrayal there. That viewers were seeing her like someone who snatched someone's man, and you didn't even wait for her to be disqualified. They're already on Groovy's bed, stuff like that. That was why she was answering this question right now. So that was what led to her answering it. Ebuka was like, okay, Beauty confided in you. You were friends, so why did you do what you do? So she now said she feel like she need an explanation. That was what she was telling Groovy. Groovy was like, you never said anything of such, that he can't remember her saying that thing. So that was what led to that altercation in the beginning of this video, if you can remember. So he was not like, Ebuka was not like, which one is that? You know, which part didn't you remember? Like, the part she said she was an explanation to Beauty and all of that. So could it be that Phyna was lying at that point? We don't know, because we're not there. Do you get? So Ebuka now asked Groovy what actually happened, what made them fall out. Like, a lot of things were being said on Twitter. So what exactly happened? Why did they fall out? Why did they break up from the relationship they have from the house and outside the house? Stuff like that. So Ebuka will not kill me. Which one? It sounds like a divorce. So he continued to say, okay, what is the personal issue? What was happening? Like, he asked if their relationship was physical, like, was there violence, either him hitting Phyna or Phyna hitting him or stuff like that. That's when Groovy now came again to explain. So listen, guys. So you can ask her more questions. If there is no outer issues or there was outer issues, what exactly happened? What went on? So the question was just flying. You know, you can lose out of us words out of people's mouths. So Phyna was saying how Groovy was all over Chomzy in the house. He that really told Daniela he loves Chomzy. He told Chizzy he loves Chomzy. In fact, he had him and Chizzy talking about Chomzy and Phyna issue. Chizzy was giving him advice on to stick with Phyna because it looks like Phyna is more strong than Chomzy. So that after outside the house, they can now do whatever they want to do outside the house. Even when they asked this, she was like, I think it's the kind of advice I'm going to give some. Phyna and Groovy situation thing was just everywhere. Groovy, Phyna was complaining, even when he went up to the level 1 house, that he was there just for Chomzy because he likes Chomzy and all of that. So the fight continued almost. There was nothing tangible about him, her and Groovy's thing, and I thought they didn't even make up in this particular episode. They were still shouting and just listen, guys. So this was how they kept on shouting. At some point Ebuka got tired. To be honest, me that was watching it, I was just tired of the whole shouting thing. But I feel Groovy wanted his voice to be heard so that he would clarify the social media. Phyna too was angry because he was all over Chomzy. And then again, I feel like my 2 cents in this situation is Phyna owes Amaka apology, like about the sister code thing. Just have the conversation and move on. That's why we mature every day, just like Doyin said. Then another thing is, I think she also owes Beauty apology because Beauty always confided in her. They were having series of conversation during the time she was still in the house, I can remember. So if she does not apologize, then I don't see the need of this reunion, because the reunion is for them to come together, air their anger, and then reconcile. I just hope, even if the friendship did not exist later on, but at least they should just power their grievances and then make peace and move on. And I feel she also needs to be cordial with Groovy, even if they don't date again, so that everybody will just be at peace. This whole ranting thing, the social media now will now start buzzing, and of course fan bases will wake up and then keep putting more fire among these housemates. That's what I feel. So if you also have your own opinion, I would like to hear that in the comment section, guys. Thank you again for always being in my video. See you guys in the next episode.